We'll now look at the economic environment, an environment which has far-reaching consequences on a business than any other environment. Finance, money, takes a very important role for the business. After all, one of the major objectives of a business is to generate revenue. So, when we look at the economic environment, we need to look at how the economies are classified, how the countries are classified. Countries are classified based on the level of per capita income. So, they are classified as low income, middle income, high income. So, in middle income also there is a classification as lower middle and upper middle. If you look at the range of this income level, you would see that it ranges from $995 to $12,195. So, how do we actually analyze an economic environment? We look at the structure and nature of the economy. We look at the economic conditions. We also look at the economic policies and the global linkages. When we look at the structure and nature of the composition, we look at, is the economy a agrarian economy? Is it a service-oriented economy? Or is it a manufacturing-dominated economy? So, depending on that, the kind of revenue generation is likely to happen. Say for example, in India, if you analyze the GDP of India, 65% of the GDP is now contributed by the service sector. Contrast it to Singapore, where approximately 95% of the GDP is contributed by the service sector. So, this has an impact on the kind of revenue generation, the kind of businesses that are likely to emerge in a particular economy. What are the kind of economic conditions that a strategic manager should look out for? One is the kind of income levels that an economy actually harbors, the kind of distribution of income, what are the GDP trends as such, is it going down, is it going up, is it a recession or is it a boom or is it in a depression, what kind of the inflation rates, what are the price trends, of course, what are the global economic trends that are likely to emerge. Like for example, if you look at the present state of Indian economy, it is quite influenced by the global winds. If Fed tomorrow actually decreases its rates, RBI is also likely to do that, but if it hikes, RBI is likely to do the same. So therefore, economic policies play a very important role, and out of this, the industrial policy, the trade policy, the foreign exchange policy, foreign exchange regulation or the investment and technology policy, monetary policy and the fiscal policy play a very important role. If you look at these policies as such, industry policy, it actually defines where an industry can come in, what is the scope of the industry, where can it operate. Trade policy defines where the industry can actually trade, to which countries they can trade, and what goods and services can they trade. Foreign exchange policy regulates the amount of foreign exchange that actually can come in or actually can be sent out. Similarly, if you look at the fiscal policy and the monetary policy, which are closely watched, these are the policies which actually have a lot of impact on the rates of interest that are prevailing in a particular economy. The monetary policy is something that is always reviewed by the RBI, and every quarter you would see that there are always updates on the same.